We're filming from the newly renovated Opera House in Port Elizabeth to chat to you about the upcoming PCA event, the Nelson Mandela Bay Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship. I'm here with Michael Batterson, our Vice President and also Backstage Manager, to give you some insight on what we have planned for the 2nd of June.
Hi guys, just a bit of history. Steve and I have been working together for approximately 4 years, putting together some spectacular shows. We're busy putting together probably the best show PCA has ever seen at this very spectacular venue. We can't do this type of thing without fantastic sponsors such as NUTRITECH, and I think you guys are going to be blown away when you see what we're busy putting together for you.
Over the last 4 years, we've been partnering with different companies and different supplement brands to put together these events. This year we'll be partnering with NUTRITECH. The reason for that is that the PCA is the fastest growing federation in South Africa, and NUTRITECH being the fastest growing brand in South Africa, we feel that it's just a fantastic fit. Me and Chris Walton work very well together. We are an awesome creative mesh, and I feel you'll be able to see that when you see the end product and what we have to offer when we put the show together.
Similar to PCA, which is a very versatile federation catering for a broad spectrum of athletes, both male and female, you'll find the NUTRITECH range is just as broad spectrum, catering for your hardcore bodybuilder right down to your beach bikini athlete.
Something that me and Mike have been known to do for the last 4 years is wow people with the type of shows that we put together. It goes part and parcel when I say that when we do these events, we have a customized medal, a customized trophy for each of these events. Now, NUTRITECH has graciously come to the party, and myself and Chris and Mike Walton sat down and we designed a one-of-a-kind trophy for our winners as well as our overall winners. This means that on the night when you awarded that trophy, that will be a once-off trophy that you can put on that mantle and be proud of.
Steve and I do a show slightly different to what some athletes are accustomed to. We don't do a pre-judging, we do what's called a live judging, which requires you just to peak for the evening show. There's no peak for the morning, peak for the evening. That it enables an athlete to better his condition. Lineups that we're going to be offering, we've decided to combine some novice lineups with some open divisions. Let's just differentiate between the two. A novice athlete is an athlete that's either A, never competed, or B, competed before but never placed in the top 3 of a show. An open athlete will obviously then be somebody that's been competing a bit more regularly and placed in the top 3 of any previous show, and that makes them an open athlete. As a novice athlete, you'll be able to do both a novice lineup as well as an open lineup, but as an open athlete you are limited just to the open lineup. It will be very unfair to have an open category athlete competing with a novice athlete. The venue leads itself to run the show very effectively, so we're not going to waste your time. You're going to get good bang for your buck, but the show will go very quickly, which means that the audience doesn't get bored. There's a very good high entertainment factor, leading up to 3 overall lineups, a junior, a lady and a male overall lineup.
Now, as a novice athlete, or even as a seasoned athlete, you would try to compete as often as possible. So what we've done with the show is that we've made sure that any athlete can compete in more than one lineup on the day. Now, the PCA being fairly new within Port Elizabeth, there are a lot of athletes that have not competed within our federation yet. Now, when we lead up to our provincial show in August, we want the athletes competing in August to feel comfortable with the lineup that they've chosen. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that every athlete that competes can compete in more than one lineup. The reason why we're doing this is so that you can kind of find your place within the PCA. Come August, when we do our provincial show, you'll only be able to compete in one lineup, and that's a lineup that you'll be wanting to compete in at essays. So just to put that in a nutshell, any athlete can compete in more than one lineup. Just an example of that is, for instance, if you had to compete in a Muscle Model Plus lineup, you can then also stand in a bodybuilding lineup on the same day. Obviously, the criteria is slightly different and the trunks are slightly different.
Furthermore to that, Steve, we'll be having a posing / PCA seminar. Very lucky to have our PCA South African president join us on the day. And I urge any athlete that's unsure, that doesn't really know which lineup to go into, or that has any questions, to attend that seminar. Check for the details on our PCA Port Elizabeth page. And if you're unsure about any criteria or what to wear on the day in terms of ladies either bikinis and shoes, or the guys trunks versus board shorts or hot pants, please feel free to check out www.pcasouthafrica.co.za.
On the day of the show, seeing this as a novice and an open show, we will also be working closely with the head judge as well as Kevin Swartz, the president, to help you choose or pick a lineup best suited for you. As a new athlete, sometimes you wouldn't know which lineup to compete in. I don't want you to feel stressed in any way. So what we'll do is, before the show, we'll do a conditioning check with you. If you have a coach as well, make sure that the coach is here, so we can help slot you into the correct lineup for that evening.
Tickets for this prestigious event are already on sale. We have 7 ticket points spread across Port Elizabeth. If you're unsure of where these points are, please again go back to our PCA Port Elizabeth Facebook page. All of them are listed there with addresses, telephone numbers. Tickets have gone on sale at 120 Rand pre-tickets, and if there are any tickets left, they'll be 150 Rand at the venue.